Welcome to Midnight Mule FPL. I'm Midnight Mule and this is the video for Game Week 26 where I show you my transfer plans. But before that, let's see what happened in Game Week 25. Top scorer in the Midnight Mule Mini-league for Game Week 25 was Joel versus Jojo with JVJFC with a very impressive 127 points. And that was with treble captain Salah with 60 points, Watkins 15, Trent 13, Chris Wood 9, Mateta 7, Gabriel 6, Clivert 5, and then Becker and Rogers 4. And on the bench, nothing, so very nice. And our leader at the end of Game Week 25 was Yusuf Arake with Atomic with a very nice 97 points. That was with Captain Salah 40, Trent 13, Chris Wood 9, Clivert 5, Rogers 4, and that's all. And then on the bench, we had assistant manager Slot for 13, but no points for the players. They were very nicely done. As for me, I'm all the way down in 376th. I managed 97 points too. That was a pretty standard team. Captain Salah 40, etc. But what was nice for me was my three premium defenders, Gabriel, Trent and Gvardiol. They all got returned, so I'm happy about that. And then I had Emery as assistant manager and nothing on my bench. So 97 points, game week rank for me for 1.5 million. So that was another small green arrow taking me just inside the 2 million mark. So I'm now 45 points from 1 million. So that would be my next target. I'm hopeful I can get there before the end of the season, but we need to see what happens with that. Thank you very much to everyone who watches the videos I put out there and leave comments, like, subscribe, etc. But the main thing is just watching them. Thanks. So there is a website, FPL Gameweek, and on there is a content creators league that I like to look at. And the top content creator at the moment is FPL Harry, closely followed by Praz. And then someone else I like to follow is Ben Krellin. He's currently in 4th place, but it's still very, very close. So any of those can still win it. As for me, I'm all the way down in 73rd. And I'm a massive 40 points behind Adam from above average FPL. And he's 4 points behind Heisenberg, who's 1 point behind Gianni. So free transfers. I got 2 free transfers and I actually did them last night. So I've got Ahmad, who's out for the season, and Indaya, who's out for a few weeks. We don't know how long. But I kind of need 11 players for game week 29. So I need to sort some things out. So what I wanted to do was get Danga Utara in and Kuna in, and I could do this on the Saturday, but after Saturday one of these players changed values and I was 0.1 short, so I tried lots of different permutations. Without taking a hit, I could have, instead of Kuna, Beto, but I think between now and the end of the season Kuna's probably a better bet. So I could also take a -4 and change my assistant manager, or I could change João Pedro, get someone very cheap for him. But in the end, what I did, I said goodbye to the Bournemouth midfielder and brought in Arsenal's Enweri instead, which I know is a bit risky because he's not going to be playing probably in 2 or 3 weeks' time. But I'll deal with that when it happens. So my team, the way it lines up now as it stands, and I'm not intending to make any more transfers, is Salah. I think he's almost certainly going to wear the old mule hat for me. He's away to Man City with his mates Becker and Trent. And then I've got Isak, my vice-captain, at home to Forest. And then I've got Gabriel at home to West Ham with his mate Inwerny. And I'm saying that wrong. Gvardiol at home to Liverpool with his mate Foden. Rogers at home to Chelsea. Palmer away to Villa. And then Kuna away to Bournemouth. So a lot of my players are playing some very good teams. So it could be low scoring for me. It could be high scoring. More likely to be low scoring though. So I am actually at risk, I think, this week of getting a red arrow. But we'll see. At least I didn't take a hit. And then on my bench, so I'm keeping Emery as my assistant manager. There's no way in my mind it's worth taking a hit to swap him out. And even without a hit, I think it's not worth doing. Then I've got Fabianski, who won't play on the bench. João Pedro, currently my first sub. And then Robinson as my second sub. But I think Robinson may actually get a decent score this game week, maybe a clean sheet and or a return. So maybe I should play him instead of Rogers. But as things stand, this is how I've got it. And then I've got O'Shea last on the bench. As for the background image, I read a story today on the BBC site that Some microbiologists that spent 10 years trying to sort out a problem to do with superbugs and why they're immune to, I think it was antibiotics, they gave the problem to AI and AI solved it in 2 days. Now, I have no idea what the superbugs look like or if they're just theoretical, but I suspect it may have been something like this. And there we have it. That's what happened in Game Week 25. The transfers are done for Game Week 26. And my rather pessimistic expectation that I may actually get a red arrow this week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have fun this weekend for Game Week 26. Thanks. Bye.